to the Ozarks.
A mostly clear, quiet, cold finish to our weekend. 33 outside. Speaking of cold, take a look at the highs today. That's a cold November day, but that's better than yesterday. Yesterday, the high was only 35. The high on Friday, that afternoon, 43 degrees. That's a midnight high you see right there at 48. That afternoon, it was only 43. This after enjoying all of that warmth for most of the rest of the month of November. I mean, we were off to a really nice start. That first week and a half, we were sitting pretty, but we are dealing with the cold version of November right now, and we're going to be dealing with a wintry version of November, I think, come Monday night. That storm currently sitting in Arizona will spin its way east over the next couple of days, and we already have winter weather advisories, even a winter storm watch in effect for areas west of Oklahoma City. Here in our area, we don't have any advisories in place just yet, but that doesn't mean that we couldn't see advisories issued during the day on Monday. I think we're still kind of waiting to fine-tune those exact snowfall amounts. It looks like it will be a widespread light wintry weather event across the area. Now, tomorrow morning we wake up to bright and cold weather. In fact, it looks like a fairly bright morning across the area, but clouds will be on the increase, particularly I think by lunchtime and thereafter. We'll find those clouds thickening up from west to east. And then long about dinner time tomorrow evening, shortly after sunset, rain showers start to spread in from the southwest. Now, initially, as that rain tries to move in, given the dry nature of the air and the colder temperatures, we may see some sleet pellets mixing in with that rain, or it may try to change over to sleet for a short period of time. But we're not going to have any icy roadways out of that. Don't worry about that. What will happen, though, is as the atmosphere cools, we'll find a transition from that rain and sleet mixture over to snow, probably by about mid-evening on Monday, and then that will carry over through midnight. After midnight, I do expect the snow to taper off from southwest to northeast to maybe snow flurries or drizzle. And then for Tuesday, I think we're going to have cloudy skies hanging on across most of the area throughout the day, and there could be some additional snow flurries or patchy drizzle during the day on Tuesday as well. As far as snowfall totals, this is what it's looking like to me. Looks like we're probably going to see our higher amounts from northwest Arkansas across south central Missouri, or generally along and south of I-44. A general ½ inch to maybe as much as 2 inches, possibly a little more than 2 inches of snowfall. I think the areas favored for those higher amounts will be those higher elevation areas on the plateau, say Mansfield, Hartsville, also those higher elevation areas in northwest Arkansas. One area where I think we probably won't see much snow at all is going to be from Joplin up through Stockton and Humansville. In this area, maybe a dusting or just a little more than a dusting of snowfall. As far as impacts, well, with the light accumulations and this storm occurring at night, that does increase the odds that we could see some road impacts. But at this stage of the game, I think given the above freezing temperatures that we're going to find going into this, roads are going to tend to stay wet, but I do think that there will at least be some spotty, slick areas developing later Monday evening, and that'll continue through about mid-morning on Tuesday, especially in those areas that see the higher totals. Temperatures tonight cool off to about 24 for a low, highs tomorrow in the mid-40s. Looks like we go just a little bit below freezing tomorrow night, and then an afternoon high only in the upper 30s to around 40 degrees on Tuesday. And that's cold, ain't going anywhere. We are in a pattern that favors that cold getting dumped right into the heart of the country, and it looks like we're going to be dealing with that all the way through the rest of the week and into this upcoming weekend. And I think with the cold around, there may be additional opportunities, at least one on Friday, for some more very light wintry weather, some snow flurries or snow showers possible on Friday, after which we will find a dry but cold weekend. And for folks wondering, when is this cold going to come to an end? Looks like early next week, as we're approaching Thanksgiving, we should find this cold finally moderating.
So it sounds like it's a good time for people to make sure maybe they have a brush / ice scraper for their car. They have enough washer fluid. Is that people should be looking for that?
They should be doing all that anyway. I mean, we're just at the start of the winter season.
Alrighty, thanks, Jamie.